They are currently falling apart is what they are doing. And that is the Buffalo Bills. Man, oh man. I thought it was bad last week. Thought it was bad the week before. This might be rock bottom. Does it get worse before it gets better? Is my question for you guys for the Buffalo Bills. Obviously, the quick games, the score of the game, real quick, we'll throw it out there. They lost to the Denver Broncos 24-22 in heartbreaking fashion, might I add. There was a penalty on the game-winning field goal for the Broncos that missed. Game-winning attempt, I should say, that ended up missing. And of course, 5-yard penalty. They get to kick it once again, and the Broncos made it the second time. About the most Buffalo way of losing that I think I could have ever seen. So, yeah, I posed this question. Does it get worse before it gets better? They just fired Ken Dorsey. Where are we at on the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, so that was the first thing I was going to mention is I don't think you can fire your offensive coordinator, bring in a new one, or go with an interim and things are just going to automatically get better. Like you're going to go through some growing pains trying out a new offense, a new scheme. The Bills just seem to shoot themselves in the foot all the time. Like they lose games. Like they don't. You said before how you think a team can play a good game and still lose the game. Like I wouldn't even say the Bills necessarily do that. Like they play bad games and they lose them, but like they make so many mistakes. The turnovers are really bad. I don't have the numbers, but
I'll tell you right now.
they got to be at the top of the league in turnovers, right? Near the
Oh,
top of the league.
Josh
Yeah.
Allen has the most interceptions in
Yeah,
the league right
absolutely.
now.
What does he have, like 11 or something like that?
I think 12.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
no, 11. Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
You're right. He came in with 9. He threw 2 more.
it's really bad,
Which,
man.
by the way, one of them definitely not Josh Allen's fault.
Right. Yeah.
Gabe Davis just straight through the hands.
But that's been a problem all season is they don't have a consistent weapon outside of Stephon Diggs. I mean, Dalton Kincaid has been solid, but you're relying on a rookie tight end to be your second best weapon in what's supposed to be one of the most high powered offenses in the league. It's not great. And Josh Allen is a guy that you have guys in the league that are, how do I put this? They get a game plan and they execute it. Josh Allen isn't really that guy. You kind of have to let him be creative and let him play his own game. And that's how you get the best version of Josh Allen. And it just feels like the Bills are trying to do things that they can't do. Like they were trying to get other people involved. And the only way they win games on offense is if Stephon Diggs has 12 catches for 120 yards. Like that's it. And they just cannot get a run game going, which has been a constant theme in Buffalo. So
This game, they actually dominated on the ground
did they?
throughout the entire. Yeah, I mean, Cook had 12 for 109.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Latavius Murray had 9 for 68. You're letting 34-year-old head ass Latavius Murray go for 7 yards per carry. You know there's a problem.
Yeah,
But the run game actually was going in this game.
yeah, you're right, you're right.
The biggest problem with this was the turnovers, and it feels like that's just a repeat every single week.
Josh Allen
broken damn record at this point.
Yeah, 15 for 26, 177, a touchdown and 2 picks. Like that's atrocious.
Not to mention he also had a fumble that he just lost the ball on the handoff to James Cook.
Yeah, I mean they just fall apart. And then James Cook fumbled to start the game. Like they just
first play.
They just managed to fall apart in games, and now they're falling apart over the stretch of a season. So it's not good in Buffalo, man. It's bad.
So Chris, the same question to you: does it get better before it gets worse?
No, it keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
It's over for the Buffalo Bills. You don't bounce back from this type of thing. A loss so bad in the middle of the season that forces you to fire your offensive coordinator. There's no bouncing back from something like that. The Bills, I'm sure they're going to come out and win their next game by 40, and Josh Allen's going to have a masterclass game, but that shit don't matter because that's what the Bills do.
Yep.
And, I want to see this team when their back's against the wall and, they need to win games. And like you guys said, I mean, it's a Josh Allen turnover problem. I mean, we said this week one, like, I remember I got up here and I tried to defend Josh Allen, but I made sure to say, like, when you're turning the ball over like that, it's hard to defend you. You could have all the raw talent in the world, but if you can't protect the football, then you're not going to be able to do the big thing and win the big games. And that showed here tonight. And obviously, they still had a chance to win the game if it wasn't for a once in a season type penalty at the end of the game. They still had a chance to win it, but I mean, Josh Allen didn't do enough to win this game.
No.
And that's been a trend for a lot of games this season. I mean, they should have lost to the Giants.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even be 500 right now.
Yeah.
So my thing is, Ken Dorsey gets fired, right? What is the decision making behind firing him this week? Because, like you said, Chris, they're extra man on the field away from winning this game. Does he get fired if they win the game?
No.
No.
So
like, why do it this week? Why wasn't it done a couple weeks ago? Why not keep him the rest of the season or something like that?
So my main thing would be, if you're gonna fire the dude, wait till your bye.
Yeah.
But they have a later bye. Their bye isn't for another like 3 weeks. So they have 2 more games and then they hit their bye week. I just don't know how much this changes for you.
It doesn't change anything.
Like, it's the fall guy.
I think it makes
That's
things
all
worse,
this was. This was the fall guy. And you said it, Chris. They're going to come out in 40-piece of team.
Dude,
They have the Jets. They have the Jets next week.
Bro, they have the Jets, then the Eagles, then the bye, then the Chiefs, then the Cowboys.
Oh, bro, they're fucked.
Can they can go 0-4 in those games?
They're scared. They won't. They won't.
I don't think they will either, but would we be shocked if they did?
I would be. Yeah, I would. Because the Bills do manage to play the great teams. Like, okay, there's the meme out there that Josh Allen plays like the quarterback that he's playing against. That is very true. Honestly, most of the time, that is very true. So he'll play Mahomes, and the Chiefs. That Chiefs game will be super close. It'll probably be like 27-27 going into the fourth quarter or whatever. Or 21-21, whatever. Just it'll be a close game. Josh will be playing great. Mahomes will be playing great. They'll win one of those. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Chiefs because that's their Super Bowl at this point. So, yeah, I don't know.
My biggest concern with the Bills is that no one's coming through that door on the other side of the ball defensively to come and save you. I have it in front of me right now. Since week 7, they're the second worst team in terms of defensive EPA per play at a .104. The only team who's worse than them during that span is the Detroit Lions. But, the defense isn't getting better throughout the remainder of the season. So the offense needs to figure shit out. And
firing your coordinator does not seem like the way to do that.
Yeah, I just don't see a world where things were so bad that you had to fire the coordinator, that after doing that it's going to make things better. We know this team could be explosive and put up points. I don't think anyone is questioning that. When they're on, they're, amongst one of the best in the league. It's just the inconsistencies, and when it's bad, it's bad. I mean, this is a game that you can't lose. Can't lose this game.
So now I'm going to say beyond this season, Trayvon Diggs is calling for his brother to get out of Buffalo.
Bro.
Diggs wants out. What do you do? Like, you lose Diggs, you lose your offense. I mean, I know Josh Allen can be a superhuman at times, but he looks like nothing without Diggs sometimes.
Yo, Trayvon tore into Josh on Twitter.
Oh my God, Kansas is coming back. This is
what's
special.
Score now?
62 up. This is special.
Which
I gotta watch some college ball this season, bro.
Okay, I'm throwing this on right now.
Before the tournament.
But all in all, I mean, no, I think you have to tear it down if Diggs wants out. I'm gonna be dead honest.
You think they trade? Like, there's no way they trade Diggs and Allen in the same offseason, right?
Well, Diggs is gone this season, bro.
Diggs will be gone.
Yeah,
Diggs will be gone. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys came calling.
oh my God, please do not make me watch Stephon Diggs tear my team up twice a year. I already got to put up with AJ Brown, bro.
Diggs and CD.
And CeeDee Lamb, right? Yeah.
Bro.
I can't, Chris. I can't tell if you're frozen or if you're just locked into that game.
Oh, he's locked. He's locked.
Okay.
Nah,
Come on.
yeah, that N1 was kind of crazy. But no, it's over. Like Diggs will be out of there. But I just question after the Diggs trade, what's next? Like you can't trade Josh, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
So let me ask you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about not just this season, but the future of the Buffalo Bills?
I gotta go. I mean, if Diggs wants it, I gotta go in like a. It's crazy to say 9. Like,
I don't think you're crazy at all, Tom.
I'm not gonna go 10 because like
the
there's,
alarms are going off in
like
my head.
this
like,
is bad, bro. Like I said, Diggs is their whole offense.
I'm
Josh.
at a
Diggs
10.
is their whole offense. Like,
I'm at a 10. Like, there's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. I'm at a 10. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you go forward with this team. There are pieces still. Don't get me wrong. James Cook is a great young back.
absolutely.
Dalton Kincaid will be a very good tight end for the future. He's already been great in his rookie season the last few games. Gabe Davis is going to walk. That's another problem. You're not re-signing him.
He sucks.
So who are your receivers? Khalil Shakir? Like what are we left to? Diggs is going to want out. Gabe Davis is going to leave because someone's going to end up paying that man, and Buffalo's going to be like, fuck that. We've seen way too many moments where this man has not shown up. We're not paying his ass.
Josh is gonna wake up one day like, wait, Diggs it, Gabe it. Who the fuck am I throwing the ball to? Like,
you're throwing to Khalil Shakir.
Yeah, I'm not doing this shit.
And Dalton Kincaid, bro, and Dawson Knox is still there. Cool, yay, let's go. Maybe that lets them establish a run game somewhat. I don't know, probably not. But I'm so concerned about the Buffalo Bills' future. I mean, and then you look at it on defense. You have Von Miller, who's an aging guy who's getting paid. You have Trey White, who was an aging guy that just got hurt, and another big time injury.
Yeah.
You have two safeties who are pretty much done after this season.
Mm-hmm.
And all in all, Matt Milano just tore his ACL. Literally,
30 targets a game.
30 targets a game.
Have to be, yeah.
And the defense isn't going to be good. The defense isn't going to be any better. So
that was my big concern with the Bills. If you go back and watch the old podcasts in the offseason, why I was so low on the Bills was not that I don't think this is a good defensive unit, but they're aging and injury prone. So this to me was, I don't think just to me, I don't think I was the only one who thought this, but this was the last ride for the Bills. You have aging stars on defense. You have literally one piece on offense who the past 2 years when you've lost has thrown fits. He's thrown fits at multiple points during his tenure with the Bills, bitching and complaining on the sideline. So, the writing's kind of on the wall there that if they don't make a deep run this year, then the whole thing's going to restart.
Yeah.
Well, then the whole thing's going to restart.
Yeah.
This AFC is loaded, and there's like they don't stand a chance. They might not even make the playoffs.
Bro, that's insane.
Like if they don't make the playoffs, oh my god,
that is insane.
That's unreal.
Like that is wild to me. I feel like this week is like this is it. You lose, I think your season is over. You win, you have to win in blowout fashion so that you can kind of convince yourselves in your own head, oh, okay, we're still here. Like we're still great. But Chris, as you said, I think this defense is shot now. It's done. You lost Milano, and he was the heart and soul. Like obviously everyone already knew this. They lost Tremaine Edmonds in the offseason. And then you lose Matt Milano to a torn ACL, and he was playing like the best linebacker in football right next to Roquan Smith. So, I mean, this hurts. Trey White was trying to figure it out coming back from his torn ACL and then tears his Achilles. It sucks. It's the worst that also you have the two aging safeties. Like nothing's getting better from here. I'm concerned about their future. That's a 10. Do I think they can maybe turn it around and make some semblance of a run this season? Sure, but I don't think they're going deep into the playoffs.
No, they can't.
It's a rough one. It's a rough one out in Buffalo. This was their Super Bowl window.
Bills
That's
Mafia,
so
you deserve better.
That's so sad that they couldn't pull one off.
You
With
guys sit in the freezing cold and blizzards and put yourselves through tables.
yeah,
And this
they're
is
the
what
best
you gotta
fans
love.
ever.
Yeah,
They really are.
they deserve better, man.
It really does suck. New York football is down the drain fully now.